Hello. Let's start now. Now, I do have something to say. So, one of my videos keep getting taken down by YouTube. I don't know why, but this is one of the victims. I'm not entirely sure why it says harmful or dangerous content, but what I think is that internal pinging, basically keeping the server alive for free, could be what is causing them to get taken down. But it's happened to 2 videos and a glitch video as well, so I'm not sure. If you're wondering, this is the revenue from YouTube that I make. Big bucks. Look at this. It's not that much. So this is all time, by the way. I mean, it's alright. It's not that exciting. It's like 10 quid per month. So that's like $15 per month. It's not that good, to be honest, if you were wondering. But yeah, so I think internal pinging, sending GET requests to the Heroku server with the app, is they're trying to get rid of that or something, but I'm not entirely sure. Hi Timongcraft, hi Raw. You was watching the previous stream. Okay. Oh. That would have taken a long time to watch that, but yeah, quite a challenge to get through. Yeah, so I have been quite busy on a specific feature. Now this feature is pretty difficult to add. This is going to be the most difficult feature to add. Harder than voice chat. Now let me just yeah. So if I go on the adamjr right now, just adamjr caret. Okay. I have got some really weird code pens, so don't look at them. Okay. So I'm trying to add. So Discord has their own little markdown message box. I was trying to add that, but it is not an easy feature to add. It's actually, the problem is, so I've kind of added it here, but when we change the inner content, the inner HTML of this div, this is what happens by default. So let's refresh it. So whenever I type here, the cursor just jumps to the start because it just resets the state. Now I've spent 3 days straight trying to fix that, but the furthest I got was getting the cursor. Hold on. Please restart. It's not restarting. The furthest I got was to get the cursor to jump to the end, but for some reason I couldn't get it to continue in this spot. For example, it always jumps to the end, so that's the issue. So when we change the editor inner HTML, it hates it basically. It just goes to a start. with a div element. So we're almost there because I've spent way too long on it. So the issue is you'll see that this editor like flashes when we type something, and we don't want that to flash. We only want the things inside the editor to flash, but not the editor itself, and then the problem will be solved. I think it's more of a bug with HTML, because yeah, it's a bug with HTML apparently, but yeah, it's quite difficult to fix as well. So I've tried many things to fix it, but I didn't get anywhere really. So it's when we change the inner HTML, and why we want to change the inner HTML is because we want to actually like format messages. Okay, so let me show you what I've tried to do. So let's log in. I'm gonna log in to Accord. Okay, something's going on. Something's going on. Where is it? Oh. Don't know why that's... What? Okay, we want to hide that. We want to show this. Okay, so we've got so many terminals. So this is an exciting feature that we're trying to add, I suppose. Unauthorized. We're getting unauthorized. We can't log in. Why that is, I don't know. Okay. Let's make a 321. Let's try that. Okay. So this was the account I've been using. So I've tried to add mentions. When we type in this message box, Adam321001, we get a mention. But then if I change the user, we don't get a mention. So that's what I'm trying to add. And also test. So message formatting like this. Whilst we type, just like Discord. Although Discord have done it differently to this. Now, you may notice when we type, it kind of flashes to a start. Now that is me manually changing the caret position, which is the caret is just what we're typing with, that flashing thing here. So it instantly jumps to the start, and then it jumps back, because I made it jump back. Again, yeah, I'm not sure. That's my workaround. Why don't you use Mac for development? I've never used Mac before, so I won't know if it's better than Linux, but I've heard lots of developers use Mac, and yeah, never used Mac before. This is really cool, add reactions. Yeah, maybe at some point we can add reactions. Reactions, message reactions. I mean, we'd have to add our own custom emojis first, like thinking. Yeah, I did break the message box. Okay, so it does work. Oh, I just... bad timing. So I'm planning to do two things this stream. And that is to finish the message box any percent. I.e. we might not get very far. Add proper formatting for messages. So we're going to add our own custom formatting. And I've kind of already done that, so that will take very short amount of time. And then we're going to add Accord Boost, which is Discord Nitro. Discord Nitro for Accord, and it's going to cost $1 per month because we're starting off with one feature, and every time we add a feature we're going to increase the price. So this is like, the domain cost is like $120 per year. That's how much I pay for it, which is $10 per month. Well, it's around $120. So I might add like vanity URL, so like an invite page. So you go to Accord app and then you go to like your epic name, your epic guild, something like that. So I have two ways of doing vanity URLs. I'm not sure which is better. Maybe I'll do a poll on this later. So we have subdomains, which will be harder, by the way, more complex. So epic.accord.app. Let's say your guild invite is epic, your vanity URL, or just /epic. I might go with /epic, to be honest. It could be like that, but yeah. Or it could be i.accordapp/epic. Invite accordapp/epic. Not entirely sure what I'm going to use in a minute, but yeah. Hi, it's Enrain. Hi, Siggy. How did you learn coding? Through tutorials, and then I took a course, basically. There's a random logo, I'm confused. When you log in, there's a random logo. I'm not sure what you mean by that. How does your Chrome look so clean? What do you do for boosting your PC? Did you say PC? No, it's just it's a custom theme. It's just a Chrome theme. I think this is how Chrome looks like by default. What do I do for boosting the PC? What do you mean by boosting? Do you mean like the performance? I don't really do much to boost the performance. It's not my PC is not really properly overclocked, so it's just a fast PC, I suppose. It's a desktop. Okay. So this is as far as I got. So here, with the input. So let me just demonstrate something. So if I go in stackoverflow.com and then I user adamjr, user adamjr, that they thought I was a robot instantly. Okay, no. Okay, so yeah, I've done like a Stack Overflow on it. So this is how we could do our our message box. So we're trying to add a Discord like message box. So it formats. Yeah, sometimes it does that. So it formats messages in the actual, when we're typing them. But currently it's far off perfect. Now this solution right here is basically a custom implementation of a message box. I guess we could use this, but then the problem with this is that all individual characters are spans. And that's not what we want, really. And it looks quite complex, although it's pretty good though. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the problem. So we're going to get the node here. So the node in HTML is just like either a text element, this is a text element, or it's just a tag, I guess. It's a tag or a text element. So these are just individual nodes right here in the editor object. Okay. I'm going to remove this EM tag because it's broken. There we go. So only bold. So this is a node, this is a node, this is a node. Cool. Now, how have we done it here? Yeah, so this just messes around with the cursor like caret position. I was trying to learn about it here, but yeah, it didn't go well. Also, if you hear that noise in the background, that's just planes. Usually at around 3 PM when I stream, there's planes, and it can get annoying, but let's see. The random logo is my profile picture. Change it to a custom logo. Also, when there are no messages, it's weird, like it hasn't loaded in. By the way, accord.app is like 2 weeks behind an update. It's because this update is taking quite a while. We're still working on it now. It's because I've added too many features at once, and when you add too many features at once, it gets quite difficult to update. So I just keep adding features. Yeah. So that's how we're going to do it. So node, so if there's no node, we set to that. No position, then we set it to that. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to store the node and the position, previous node and the position. So by previous node, we mean this text element individually, and then the previous position. So wherever we were typing last, so this caret here. It's kind of hard to explain what I'm doing here, but it will make sense eventually. So if no previous node or position, this is what we're going to do. This is not going to work, by the way, what I'm doing. I'm just showing you at the minute. Okay. So if I type previous node equals selection, okay. Cell.focus node, node offset, I think. Probably gonna lose all the viewers doing this. Get selection. So we get the current selection. So we're getting the focus offset. So focus offset is just the position in that node. So just where we're currently typing within this div element. That could also be the position. Okay, there we go. So when we change the inner HTML, it just the HTML just implodes. It just doesn't work anymore. Wait, what? Has that actually reset? Oh no, we haven't done it properly. Yeah, sometimes it works for a second and then I just get pranked. So we type something, it goes back to the start. So before we edit the inner HTML and pass it, the cursor just goes back to the start. It's just really annoying. Even though we're like setting the previous node here, so that's the issue I'm going through here. That's why the update has taken so long. Can you give me a link to a course or something where I can learn a bit myself? What do you want to learn? Web development, there is. There's quite a few areas of development. So there's web development, app development. I've actually never done mobile app development before. There's game development. There's program development. There's quite a lot. Unless you want to learn a specific language, which is different. And some types of languages, so some languages use different, some types of development use different languages. So for example, C# is for game development and C++ is more towards game development. And then JavaScript is pretty much imperative if you're learning web development because it actually animates the page. So you kind of have to know a bit of JavaScript. And there's HTML, that's also pretty basic and that's web development. CSS as well, that's front-end development. There's also back-end development, which you can use pretty much any language for that. Well, most languages you can use for hosting a server to load to send HTML pages to the client. But yeah, I want to make a Discord bot dashboard just for fun. Okay, so once I wanted to make a Discord bot dashboard, but so web development, so I did take this course. Let me just search it for you. So this is the course that I actually took, but I'm not trying to sell it to you, I'm just informing you. I took an older version of this course to learn how to make a bot dashboard. And that should be all you need really. It's quite a long course, 63 hours. It might be painfully long, but it does give you a very good foundation to... Yeah, the foundation's the most important part when you're learning something. So that's a good place to start, but it is quite long. It did take me like 3 months. Obviously there's a lot more courses than just that. So there might be better ones out there, but it's up to you to find them, really. Yeah, I would not recommend using a YouTube tutorial series for like for just learning web development. I would not recommend that. Just as a note, because YouTube series a lot of them are just aimed at selling something at the end. So they don't, a lot of the time they don't give a comprehensive view of what you're learning. So if you're taking a course on, let's say if you're taking a course on like front-end web development, very basic example, or Bootstrap, you'll probably get like 2 hours of it for free. And then after the 2 hours, I'll probably link you to a course to buy. So a lot of people do that on YouTube. Not that it's not a bad thing, but it just doesn't give a comprehensive course on YouTube. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you're not going to get everything for free on YouTube unless you're very lucky. Unless there's like 400 episode series out there. So, yeah. I mean, if you don't want to spend money, I'm not going to tell you to pirate videos or courses because I don't want to get taken down. Yeah, there are quite a few free series out there, just as a start. And then, yeah. There are also, if you type this on YouTube, if you type free Udemy courses, there's free Udemy courses as well. But there's like coupons that you can use. So if you go on like one of these websites, never been on this one, let's see. So some websites actually list 3 courses that you can just, that usually are paid. There's loads of them here. They're probably not going to be like the best selling ones, but they might be pretty good. So you can literally just click on one of these, and then I'm just gonna see. Okay, yep. Look, it's free. 17 hours for free. Now that's not bad. You might find some pretty good ones here. Looks like they're rated well at the minute. That's a good place to start. But yeah. And if you're wondering why people just give them out for free, then they actually do that so they can get reviews for their course. So that's why they do that. Yeah, so you could go on one of them websites and get a free course on Udemy. That's what I would recommend if you have no money. Otherwise, if you have like a bit of money, then it's probably better to buy like one of the good ones, the best ones. But you might find some good ones on the website I just showed you, on a website like that. Okay. Hopefully that helped. It's quite long. So, what are we going to do now? We're going to skip this. We're going to skip this because now the message box is going to be a bit broken. What just happened? Okay. So it's going to be a bit broken, which is a slight issue, really. Yeah, so when we type something, it just jumps to the start. So that's what's going to happen if we deploy it. Okay. I'm going to copy code that we made quite a while ago. I think it's in v2 dev. Yep. Okay, so I did test this. I have added unit tests to the project. So you don't need to give me anything. Okay, so we're going to npm test. Now, I really like this test framework here. Where is it? Mention service. Format service. Yes, okay. Format service. Oh, it's still here. I haven't deleted it yet. Oh, good. Thought I got rid of it. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to add so when we actually replace the tags, we want to show like the stars. So we're using bold italic. We want to show the stars that create bold italic. That's what Discord do. That's how they've done it. So that's what we're going to do here. Underline bold italics. There we go. So this just gives the user more clarity when they're making a message. Step 2 of the stream, pretty basic. Underline bold, that is like this. Now we're gonna have to, when we format, we're going to have to change the unit tests a bit, because they're going to be quite inaccurate. A lot of the tests are going to fail. 8 failed. Now what's really cool about these unit tests is, let's just make one pass real quick. So bold and italic, that's 3 stars. Look at this. Oh, that should have passed. Okay, we'll try it with this. Just bold. Is this one gonna pass? Nope, it failed. Not sure why. Whatever. This Discord clone responsive. What do you mean by responsive? Right, hold on. Yep, that's good. Okay, so yeah, so they did add a Discord what you see is what you get editor. So I have their own message box. Okay. Yeah, so if you see here, this is what we're trying to add to Accord. So when we type a backtick, okay, oh. So it doesn't format that. Okay. Let's try this test. No. Oh, sometimes it just dies. Oh, that's what. Okay, hold on. Use format. I'm using Markdown it right now. We're not going to use Markdown it. Goodbye. Gone. So let's uninstall that. Yeah, we do have a lot of packages. We have so many packages in the front end. We have 2,433. Like, dependencies of dependencies as well. That's a lot of packages, let me show you. Oh, That's how many dependencies we have for the front end. Dev dependencies here. Quite a few. And then the dependencies also have their own dependencies, which just add up into this huge folder. I want to see how many, like, oh my, whoa. So how many megabytes is this folder? Half a gigabyte almost. Wow. Half a gigabyte of packages. md.render. Okay, so we're gonna render. We're gonna use a format. New format services. Format service. What? Format. Just gonna format this. Format. To HTML. That's not what we want. Test. Nope, not what we want. So many packages. I wonder how much gigabytes this entire project is. Let's see. $651.8 megabytes. That's not as much as I expected. Less than I expected, should I say. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Hi Chiron. We need a powerful security bot script. Replit if you can make. What's a security bot? Like a moderation bot. $8 months ago. Did they add this 8 months ago? No. Test. Yeah, it's still messing up a bit. I'm not sure why, but it's being a bit strange. I think this format service is a bit messed up. So format service, I'm gonna test. So we have a test file here. So I'm gonna test if we just type 3 asterisks, we get nothing. So just 3 asterisks. And then 1 2, and then 1. That's what we want, Rooney. It's gonna be hard to like implement that. So we're testing. We don't want these tags to get deleted when we type a message. So currently, if we type 2 strike-throughs. Oh, that's fine. That works. But then if we type 2 asterisks, it's a different story. If we type these, if we type backticks, it also gets deleted, and we don't want that. Otherwise, the user is going to be very confused, as am I. Yeah. So we don't want the tags to just disappear randomly. How many worked here? Okay, spec. Described skip. There we go. 7 failed. 4 passed. Which ones should return that? It returns code, which is actually 2 bugs. There's many bugs right there. It should return pre-code actually, with 3 backticks. Okay. Okay, so this italic thing is just messing it up. Yeah. I have 3 stars here. Two stars. I'm gonna see if this makes any difference for the tests. Okay, 1 star. One underscore. Okay, does that make any difference? Nope. I think this italic thing is messing it up. Yeah. So I think it's getting confused whether there's 1 asterisk or 3. Like very confused. And then it's replacing EM here. Oh, so it thinks. So we're using 2 like underscores. So it thinks that. Hold on. Let's read chat. Hi Skydive again. Hi Drake C. Thank you. We're trying to add message formatting at the minute. Trying to add message formatting. Okay, so we want this to equal nothing. We don't want the EM. Maybe we can test this on Discord. I'm gonna log into Discord, hold on. Steal Discords. I'm gonna use adamjr today. Oh, nice. Right. Okay, we're logged in now. What? Okay, right, so in this channel, okay, so we're just gonna experiment with that. So what Discord does, let me open this. So they're storing this as a span. Discord's editor. Now notice here, this is their editor, right? And when we make a change, it only edits the thing that was changed, which is really cool. I'm not sure how to do that though. So I'm actually gonna leave this feature alone and come back to it, because we're gonna go straight on to adding the accord boost. This feature is really difficult to add. I need to fix these functions as well. So HTML development, no. Okay. So let's go into message box input. Okay, so yeah, so Discord has got a really cool system here. We've kind of implemented it, but it's not perfect. So for now, all I'm gonna do is just I'm going to set the default value to content, because changing... another thing. I did mess this up a lot. Okay, so we need to strip the tags as well. So if we don't strip the tags, then we get people like hacking the website. Let me show you what can happen if we don't strip tags. This is what can happen if we don't strip tags. So all I need to do, it's being a bit weird. Oh, it's setting the caret, isn't it? Okay, so when we type, we don't want it to set the caret. That'd be quite annoying. Let's get rid of this code. Yep, get rid of it. Okay, so let's have this image. This is what someone did. So they typed on error. So you can put whatever you want, JavaScript, in this. So when the image fails, if we don't provide a source, an SRC, to the image, by default it will fail and then it will execute alert test. But the first problem we have is actually sending the message, and I seem to have like broken that. We'll keep mentions in there, right? No, we'll get rid of mentions. Get rid of mentions for now, because they're not like fully polished. And then we'll add them back later. Okay, so when we press enter, essentially we want to okay. We're pressing enter and it's not liking it. Okay, so we're gonna alert send here. Send. So we want it to alert send when we send a message, and it isn't. Nope. Alert input. Okay, input there. Alert hi. No, enter. So I think it's executing this. Enter. No. So whatever it's doing, we're not getting to this stage. So log event.shift key. Let's just log the event and empty message. Right, so we want to set the content when we actually type something. Forgot to do that. Just removed it. Event.inner. Okay, so event current target in HTML. What does message box? Yeah, that'll do. So hopefully now we can send a message. No. Interesting. Let's try this. I'm gonna try this now. Div content. Oh my, what is going on here? What was that? Oh, what is going on? What has happened? cause a black hole. Okay. So well, I don't know why content is not updating. Oh, dot inner text. Let's try that. Okay, so this, whatever this is, so it's messing it up when we load. It's been a bit strange. No, that's fine. Save edit. Right. Oh, there's no shift key, is there? Synthetic base event. Native event, and then we have shift key, do we? Type input, shift key, please. No. That's gonna be annoying then. So we need an on key down event, sorry. I did mess this up. But now, when we send it, it's still gonna cause an issue. Maybe. On key down. Oh no, I didn't set it, did I? On key down. Okay, so the problem with this is it's always one behind. That's the issue. So we need a way to get the current value. Yeah, it's not working, so it has to be an on-input event, otherwise it won't work. Which is kind of sad. On input. I don't think get key. I think you need key down to do that. But then we could set it a text area for now. HTML text area element. My brain is not working correctly. Okay. I'm not sure what the shift key is on the event. Okay, we're going to use a text area. We're just going to randomly insert a text area and see when we type on input. We're going to alert E, console.log E. So we're just doing this to see what's inside the event. Okay, so we get nothing that's useful. We don't even get what key was typed in. But then when we use on key down, and then we type in here, we do get the key that was typed. So A, we type A. On key up. We could try on key up. So test. Oh, wait, that worked. Okay. Set content in a text, yep. But then we want the content when we send a message to reset. So we want to set it to that. So we send a message, test, and it should ideally reset. Set content nothing, and then message box ref.current. Text inner text. Can I type that? Oh, that was a thing in React, Angular, but it's not a thing in React. So then we set the inner text to the content. Test. And oh, sorry, we set it to nothing. Test. There we go. 8. That does work. That does work. Okay, we'll just use that for now. So, what I was saying a while ago is, if we have an image, and on error is just anything, and it will fail by default if we hacked. So, image on error, this will get executed when we send a message, if it renders. I don't think it does render. I think we've... Okay, it doesn't actually render. That's good. Why it doesn't render, I don't know. Bit weird. Format. Okay, so... Does that not render? H1. Test. That shouldn't happen. Okay, so we do get a H1, and we don't want that to happen. So we want to actually strip the tags when we render it. So strip tags. Yep. So now when we type a h1, this h1 gets removed. But now when we type a message formatting, it does not work. Oh, it does work. That's a bug. Format. Let's remove format here. I need to get rid of that. Actually, hold on. Okay, I've messed this up. So I was typing these stars and things between the messages. I'm not going to replace that actually. For message box. So this is when we're typing in the message box, like an interactive editor. Another fix me here. And then this is what we're actually doing. So after the message has been sent, and it's quite a difference. Okay, so we're gonna save that. And now we can just hopefully type things normally. Yep, underline, cool. Okay, so we're gonna delay proper formatting. We're delaying it because the message box is not properly complete. So we need to like 100% complete it. So our progress on the message box is like 75%. So let me go on the Stack Overflow post. So the issue we're having, before we had mentions, we want to actually fix the caret. So this is an almost working example here. So what? Oh. Very strange. Okay, this is what happens when we type something and edit the inner HTML. So this is the code you need to reproduce this. So once we fix the caret position, which is this blinking cursor thing at the end of like an input, you've seen it before, this thing that's flashing. Basically that gets sent to the start when we type something. So start, and then everything's just backwards. So once we fix that error, that issue, now here's some possible solutions that people have tried to like suggest. Although this one's not that bad. I believe it does like implement their own like fake cursor thing, the caret. So they actually added their own caret, as far as I'm aware. Now that's one solution, but once we get past this, then we can add proper formatting to our messages whilst we're typing in the message box. That's one thing to note. So, formatting, mentions should work. So when we type this, we want it to work. How do we get it to work? So message content. So I'm going to add mentions back. So we got format here. We also want to format we also want to format the mentions. So how do we do that? Well, let's see. Did I mention the right user? Yes, I did. It's not formatting. Okay. I could leave that, potentially. Yeah, I could leave that. Message HTML, where is it? Format message content. Okay. Well, I've tested this to mostly work, but for some reason it's not actually working here, so I'll get that to work later. It is working up here, so I did something wrong. Weird. That's very strange how it's working there. What is going on here? What is it? Okay, that just might be a weird bug. So a bit random. Very random. Okay. Yeah, so we'll fix them properly another time. So we're gonna add PayPal SDK soon. Yeah. Are we able to register on the website? Because I'm getting rate limited. Try refreshing the page and see if you're logged in. Like, press Ctrl R on our code app and you could be logged in. But actually, I'll just fix the rate limiting because lots of people are complaining that the rate limiting is a bit aggressive, quite aggressive, so yeah. Make it less aggressive, there we go. So now you should likely, after this update, that should be less likely to happen. What if someone wanted to send code that contains tags? It will be removed. Is there any way to keep it but not execute it? Unfortunately, with tags, we have on error, image on error. So even for a little image, we have like a JavaScript that can be executed in a property. So basically, this image could not be loaded. So that's the function. So we can execute code if we allowed HTML, even just an image. We can execute JavaScript with just an image. So that's not what we want. So instead of doing that, we just use Markdown. And basically with Markdown, we allow HTML, but we don't let the user customize the attributes of the HTML, which prevent them from adding JavaScript to the HTML tags, but they can still write basic Markdown just like Discord. We haven't added headings because Discord haven't added them, and they kind of ruin the page flow, but we could add that in the future, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to be right back. Thank you for watching this far, and I'll be back soon. Okay, let's continue. Link to source. Hold on. There you go. Ensure cause header values are valid. That's very strange. Not seen that one before. Server responded with 404. Oh, there it is. The website is offline, that's why. Let me fix it. So there's an unknown bug with Accord app where it just dies. It just dies for no reason. For an unknown reason. Obviously there's a reason, but it is currently unknown. Okay, the website will be back online, the API, in 1 minute. Okay, so... Not sure why that's rendering. Yeah. Oh, that was it's because we didn't refresh or something. Okay, so... What are we going to add now? Well, we're going to add... First of all, when we send a message, it's not scrolling down, so we want it to scroll down. So messages.length, messages length. Let's try that. But when it loads more messages, it's just going to scroll all the way down. Messages.length. So this one doesn't work. Last message, again. Okay, that does work. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. Okay, messages. First message ID. It's a much better way. Okay, that works. So we scroll up. It doesn't scroll us down. Okay, fix message scrolling. Fix front end, fix message scrolling. Okay, I messed that up. Undo that. So, backend more, less aggressive, auth rate limiting. Front end. What have we got for front end? We've got fix message scrolling. Okay, now we're gonna add, let's sync this. Now we're gonna add a feature. We're gonna add PayPal SDK. Node.js. PayPal Node.js. I believe PayPal was made with Node.js actually. Was PayPal made with Node.js? They moved to using it. Right. It's been archived. Is deprecated. Okay, they've got rid of it. So PayPal SDK Node.js. We want something that isn't deprecated. Right. I'll just retype PayPal. See what comes up. React PayPal. Okay, I want to look at this. So we're going to add Accord Boost. Let's do it. So let's plan this. So in Boost, so user.premium equals true. User.premium premium expiration is date. So this full name. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we've done with other projects with premium, just one or two. So we're gonna add premium here. Boolean. Remake rhythm. Oh, you don't see the screen. Okay. Okay. It's fixed now. Rhythm Disco bot. Already tried that at one point. Premium expiration. Okay. So We're going to add some routes in the back end. Okay, backend, add premium user types. And we're also going to add, as well as that, we're going to add badges for user. That's premium. So we're going to add a cool badge that has... Oh, also, we can give out the viewer badge. So, just say your accord name in chat if you want the viewer badge. Just give the accord name, username, and tag. So, whatever your tag is, and they will get the viewer badge if you don't have it already. So we're also going to add premium color, give an epic color. Var see styles color entity d.ts. Where are we going? Theme.css. We could give it a heading, I suppose. Icon is what? Font awesome icon. Fontawesome.com /icons. Let's see. So we have 3 icons. We're going to use one. Boost. Car. What can we use for boost? I guess we could use like this, for example. Or rocket. We can use a rocket. I think a rocket would be better. I'm going to use it. Okay, let's use a rocket. Boosted. This user has transcended the realm of epicness. Something like that. Premium. I mean, if they pay me $1 per month, then they have transcended the realm of epicness. No, I'm joking. Right, front end. Add premium badge. Yeah, it's gonna cost $1 per month, and it's gonna go up gradually. Nitro, a star. Mr. Dev says a star. I think we already have a star for one of them. No? I guess we could use that for a different badge, but... I mean, this badge, a shooting star would work, but... We don't have the premium ones. A meteor would work. But we're gonna use a rocket. Okay, so don't want it to actually log my PayPal in. That would be scary. Okay, so let's install this package. Okay, so we've installed that. Now we want to use it somewhere, so let's add like a pricing page. What did I just do? Okay. Source hooks. That was a mistake. Yeah. How did they get there? Hold on. Components env, that shouldn't be there. I guess I accidentally moved that. There we go. So let's add the pricing page. And API.accord still online. Yep. It's logged me out. Okay. Yeah, so if you get a bug like this, just an error that appears out of nowhere, what you can do is just restart React and it should be gone unless the error is actually still there, because sometimes the errors glitch and just give a fake error that's not actually there. There we go. Oh, and this is a system message, by the way. So let's demonstrate what a system message does. So I'm gonna use a different account here. Let me just read chat. Oh, Puka's, okay. So viewer badge. We don't give these out often, by the way, because I always forget. I think this is the second stream where I've given them out. So they're not going to be that abundant. Can we see the badges on the profile? Yes, you can. All you do is you open the profile. Currently, I don't have any badges. Let's add the boost badge. So if I use the Mongo database, so let's update all users and give them set badges. So we can give everyone the badges, viewer, and we can give them the premium badge. So, updated 100 users, 186. These are what the badges look like. So everyone that types their Accord name, if they type a valid Accord username and discriminator, should get this. And then this is if you boost. Now this right here is not that exciting. This badge right here. This is what the badges look like, by the way. Now I could put the badges here in this area, like next to a username. Let's see if that's good. Yeah, currently we're not doing that. So user badges. We could have float right and see what that looks like. Oh, then it goes up there. I kind of prefer that if I do minus pt5 mt5. Yeah. Oh, okay. See, 12, 16. Maybe that's better. Maybe it's better. Is that better? Just say yes in chat if that's better, and I'll keep it like that. Good price. Yeah, $1 per month. Obviously, it's just like a. It's like a limited time. It's going to go up in price, but only when we add like features that add more value to it. Can I join the server? Okay, so the server is currently at docs.accordapp. This is the server that we made quite a while ago. It just says Accordapp support. Just ignore the stretched like member images here. I forgot about that after I put them there. The member list is just stretched. Yes, okay, we'll keep it like that. Link at. Okay. So that's what the badge will look like. But maybe we can add more to that badge. So this is what we can do. So we can do, what did I have before? PR3. PR-3. And then we can have like BG BG primary is okay. Save the name of it. Yeah, we need to add key in here. So key is so if we type object.keys and then user.badges, or just this up here, badge icons actually. Actually, we could add like a background colour to this, and let's say red. What does red look like? Probably bad. Yeah, pretty bad. I think if these icons were animated, that would be so cool. If this icon was animated. It's all stretchy, I know. It's quite funny. I'm not sure if that's still a bug or not. I think it's gone. The member list is not responsive. If I have it on my second vertical monitor, it doesn't work. Hi 7 mod. So currently a problem with Accord is that at certain screen dimensions, like it's not responsive. Oh, you mean like responsive display? So yeah, the first mobile version was the last version of Accord, which had a mobile version, which is available on this repo. So V1, sorry. So this actually had mobile support back in the day, but then we decided to remake the project in React, which is this right here, this web framework. We're still doing it, we're still remaking it, but hopefully it will be worth it in the end. So we still have to re-add mobile support and responsive displays. So that is currently a problem. Also, I'm going to post this in the chat. Hold on. If you start the project, that's probably the best way of supporting it on GitHub. You don't have to though. So if you press star, how many accounts is there? If you go on Accord app, 611 users, but one of the users is actually a bot. Believe it or not, one of the users is a bot in Accord that doesn't work. It doesn't have functionality at the minute. You could actually make a user bot in Accord if you wanted, like a self bot. That is possible, although that's probably against the future TOS. Do you use the new version of React Router? So which one are we using? Oh, we just use 5. That's from quite a while ago. Oh, thank you, Skydive. Should I learn TypeScript? Depends on what kind of projects you want to build. I created a website with Django. That's cool. Lots of people use Python. I've only used Python to make very basic apps though, because I was forced to use Python. Thank you to those who just started the project. It does help. So we're going to add a rocket ship. So we need SVGs. Animated SVGs. Okay, I'm just going to find one. Hold on. Not entirely sure where to find them. Okay. How do you animate SVGs? I don't know. That would be cool if we do that. I guess we can just use CSS to animate it. So style. If we set the background color here, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna have stars here. Oh, that's not a string, that's React.css properties. That's what we need. So we're gonna try and animate this rocket icon just so it stands out from the rest of the badges. Because if you look at Discord badges, I mean our badges are pretty basic. They do look cool, Discord badges, but they're not animated, and that's what we can do. We can animate them. I don't think they're animated anyway. Okay, let's see. Styles. It did work. So we want it for the premium. Right. Yeah, I think we'll just use CSS for this. Data icon rocket. Yeah, we'll just use that. So data icon rocket, and we can type in styles here. Yep, there we go. I think we can animate it. Animation. Let's have a blink animation. Keyframes. Blink. Okay, and then we have a percentage. 0%. So this is how you have a simple blink animation. 1 second blink infinite, I think. Oh, there we go. So it is flashing now. We can have a 50%. But we don't actually want it to blink. I was just doing a demo there. We want some like cool effect. I'm thinking of fire coming out of the rocket. That would be cool. Okay. Let's read chat. Is there ever going to be ways to create bots like Discord for this? Well, there is going to be an API wrapper. So you can make a bot. If you look at the code in the front end project in Accord, the front end is basically a user bot. So when we send a message, we're not writing code to send the message. We're just executing the code behind the scenes, and we're telling the code what to send to the server. So you can use that code to make your own bot from the front end. So this would be like sending a message, although it's specific to the front end. This is yeah. At one point we had a system bot with Accord. We had a system bot, but then I got rid of it. That was in version 1. And you can look at the code for version 1, and we can see that at some point, if we go in app, services, July. Okay, we didn't have it in July. So in v1 stable, we actually had a system bot at one point. This not in the... Oh, that's the... We need the API, which is an old project. Yeah, we had a system bot here, and the code looked like this. So you could probably make like somewhat of a bot with code like this. So it uses a WebSocket service. So you'd use your user token. So you'd go to accord.app and then you'd type local storage.getItem token. Then you'd get this. And then what you'd do is you'd import socket.io. Socket.io client. Then you do the setup code, WS setup code, and the WebSocket setup code would be in this right here, this file. So you connect to like, I think you'd connect to this, ws.accord.app. I'm teaching you how to make a self bot. It will probably be against the rules soon, but it's just a demo really. Again, making a normal bot would be very similar to this, so yeah. Okay, so now you can type ws.emitReady, and then you'd send the token as a string, This is just a very basic demo, just to log in. And then you can type on ready. Before omitting this, you type on ready. And then you get back the user. There you go, you've just logged in after this point. And it sends you the user. Sends you back the user, and there's a lot more to it than that, but that's how to log in with using code. Okay, so we were going to test at some point, we were going to test system messages, but I forgot. So when I join a server, I want it to show a special message in chat. So let's join a server real quick. So let's invite the person to this server. Or this account. What do we get? We get Adam322, join the guild. There we go. We click the account and it opens this. Pretty cool. We also click this and it opens the user and it gets this flashing thing. And now when we leave the guild, what we should see is, for some reason I forgot to, give me a sec, I forgot to set it up properly. Message. Oh, I really messed that up. Create message. Found a bug. So the bug is, let's not create message. So when we create a guild member, we create a system message, but we need to tell the user that the user actually joined. Channel ID. .emit. So we're gonna send a message here. So message create. What do we have? What's in here? Message create. So we need to just specify the message. That's it. And that returns a system message. Hopefully. Sys message. And guild.system channel ID. Now we're just going to try catch that, because it might not work. Now this is quite, hold on, it's quite noisy code. I don't want it to do that. Send message, system message. Okay, we're going to test that again actually. So guild member remove, when we kick a member it says the same message. Where is it? This.system message, okay. Again, we do the same thing here, just with a different message. System message, and it's just user left the guild. I know Discord has these fancy random messages, but we're just using basic messages at the minute. So we have guild, self user, and WS. So left. Hold on a second. Okay, so we don't have a self user, we just have a user in this case. And I'm just going to import that. Async. That should be defined there. Okay, let's read chat. There we go. Can you start a new project on a voice-only project with staff teams type board? I'm thinking of Zoom right now. I think that's pretty close to it. I think I've started enough projects at the minute, but maybe there is a use for more voice-only applications like Zoom. Maybe a more simple version, I don't know. What features did your Rhythm clone have? No, it did not have all the modern features. I made it like last year. A bit before the modern features came out, like a few months. And then I stopped making Discord bots. It just had basic music commands. It wasn't a full clone of Rhythm. It was just a bot, a music bot. It was close to Rhythm in some ways. It had a music player, but Rhythm had quite a few more features, like 3 times as many commands, music commands. But yeah. How about using GIFs instead of SVG animations? That is a good idea. That's a pretty good idea. How long have you been coding in JavaScript for? 2 years. Just over 2 years. Hi, Borna. How old are you? How did you learn all this? 19. How did I learn this? Courses and YouTube. My user account is called deleted user. Okay, sometimes... Hold on a second. Right. Okay, that is a bug, by the way, why you got deleted user. Basically, let me just test this. I'm gonna test the system messages first. But I think it has something to do with this just sending everyone user update. So I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna type user delete. User ID, sorry. I think it's when someone deletes their account in Echoed, I think everyone gets user delete, because I did get that bug a few times in testing. I was a bit confused. Unknown 000 joined the guild. Oh. That's a bug. Unknown 000. So private route. Page wrapper. Download.on. Sorry. Events.on. So if no user alert no user mate. Let's see. Okay, so it's not that. What did it do? Oh, it tried to open the user profile, but it got unknown user. That's what error we got. So, if user discriminator, if no user discriminator, return. So don't open that user. Bug fix, there we go. So we don't know who the user is because they've left the guild and we have no ties to that user whatsoever. The user has no association with us until we add them back. So let's re-invite this user. We can use an existing invite. Okay, we don't have one. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to test the user delete thing. So join. Okay, we join the guild again. Notice how these don't say unknown 0000 anymore. So they join the guild, and we actually get the message. It shows up in chat. Now, one thing here. Discord welcome default welcome message. Now, I'm not sure what the green arrow is. I think it's like a red arrow going the other way if they left the guild. So I'm gonna see. It's not really showing them. Three years ago. You're being rate limited again. Yeah, that will be fixed after the stream, but the only way of mitigating that, or getting past that, is just waiting 5 minutes. It's not that pleasant, but I really, the rate limits were really aggressive before. Makes a tutorial on how to just get up and running on a VPS. People that don't want to learn WAF. I mean, if you're talking about Accord, if they just want to host it, then the problem with video tutorials is they quickly get outdated. So I'd probably do a text tutorial for that. Grinding, yeah. Don't you just remove him fully? What's the point of it being there? What? Welcome messages? Or do you mean partial users? Or something else? I'm gonna have a red arrow that goes the other way for these messages. Okay, let's look at the message object in Discord.js. Oh, message types. That's what they have, message types. So we can have we can add message types. So this is how we add message types. So what do we add there? So someone mentioned to use instead of adding our own CSS, someone mentioned having a GIF. So instead of using font awesome, so I'll guess I'll look into that like after the stream. Add cool icon theme, cool animated icon for Echo Boost. Let's add this as delayed feature number 0. All numbers start at 0. Yeah, I've never animated an SVG before, so might be difficult. Message type. So let's just leave the server. I'm going to boot this user out of the server and then delete the account just so I can see that that bug is gone. Let's refresh. So let's kick the user. Yep, gone. They left the guild. Let's... Okay, we probably want to rejoin that guild, to be honest. Oh, wait, what? This is a guild I made so long ago. I made this in July. I forgot about this. Okay. See what other guilds we can join. That is a broken guild. Oh no. So this guild right here is broken, so we just leave that. Let's rejoin that test guild we made. So when we delete our account, so we shouldn't get deleted user anymore. So only this user gets deleted user. There we go. So we actually want this message right here to have a red like arrow. So let's add a red arrow when we have that. So we're gonna have type is string. And then we're going to have guild member join, guild member leave as basic ones. So sister messages. So we want to, when we create a system message, we have type. And then we're going to put in type. Now by default, the type is literally default. According to discord.js. But we're not going to specify a type if it's default. We're just going to have nothing, undefined, or we can have message types. Dot type. So the types could be So the types can be that guild member join, guild member join, guild member leave, there we go, type. Strip tags. So message delete So we're gonna add message delete. That's just backend fix user update sending to wrong everyone. Yep. Guild. Okay, so when a user joins the guild, join system join message. Join guild message. And then guild member remove is going to be leave guild message. Okay, so join guild message. They join the guild, and then we're going to specify the type as guild member join. Cool. Guild member remove. Leave, I think. There we go. Okay. Let's see. So now we have a type, but these... Oh no, we don't want to strip tags though. Okay, we're gonna have message content, and then we're just gonna allow the A tag for now, so it doesn't remove that. We're not rendering any HTML anyway, are we? We're not gonna make that mistake. Hope not anyway. There we go. Just gets removed. When we type a script, that doesn't work either. It just gets removed. Oh, that's stripping them. Let's see if we avoid doing this. Uh-oh. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that to happen. So, oh no. Yeah, we really don't want that to be there. We don't want H1s either, because currently we can just type header. Yeah. So when we send a message, we actually want to strip tags in there instead of on the front end. Why I didn't think of this, I don't know why I didn't think of this. Message create. So that's where we do it. cd backend, npm run, and npm I save strip tags. And now we're gonna, when the user sends a message, we're gonna actually remove the HTML tags in the message. Otherwise, the user can literally do this: image source test. Oh no, they can make images. Image source test on error. Alert. Haha, get hacked. And do something like that. And now the website's a bit hacked. Or even worse, they can do this. They could just destroy the website. Look, it's gone. It's so easy. So that's why we do it on the back end. Otherwise they can just do that. Okay, so we strip the tags, but the problem is the tags are still going to show. Message content. So we also want to strip tags on here. And unfortunately, that means we can't render messages. So now if we refresh, we can't render mentions. Other than A tags, we allow A tags. A tags are allowed. They're not showing for some reason. Mentions. Mention anchor tag. Right. The mention tags aren't working at the minute. For some reason. A tag. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Yep. Do mentions work? No. Okay. Well, they might. Okay, so we're removing mentions for now. Okay, so yeah. So we were adding system message types. Message box. Add strip HTML tags via backend. Message. Okay, so I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, system message. Okay. I'm gonna get the timestamp here. Get timestamp. Okay, I guess we could make that a timestamp. Let's refactor that. Okay, so live chat, can I make a poll? Oh, live chat, wrong chat. Okay. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I have too much that I'm thinking about at the minute. Yeah. In fact, this is what I'm going to add. I'm going to add this, and then I'm going to end the stream because I have something to do. But hopefully I'll deploy this update in time. Oh my, okay, the API is offline again. There is some exploit. I don't think it's automatic. I think there's some active, like, infinite loop in the code. I don't know exactly where it is, though. That's the biggest problem. It's somewhere. It's there. I don't know where, but it is there. Very annoying. No. I think it's something that needs some integration testing to find the infinite loop. How do you run it on deploy and make it work? How do I deploy it, do you mean? Well, I have the Accord app project. It uses GitHub pages. One day it will use continuous integration, where all I have to do is push to this repository and it should update. But for some reason there's a problem with Cypress, which is the test framework. Okay, this is the wrong one. So it builds this, it checks everything, and then it updates. So it checks if everything doesn't have errors, or the tests all pass, and then it deploys to GitHub pages at accord.app. If you go to accord-app.github.io, you'll end up at the same place, because it is the same website, essentially. There we go. So it's deployed there, and I used AWS Lightsail VPS to deploy the actual backend, and the backend is pretty much the API that keeps going down. Oh, it's down again? There's no way. Someone's found it. Someone's found the exploit. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll update it in a minute, and then if the exploit's still there, then I'll cry in the corner and not be happy. No. I'm not sure where the exploit is, that's the issue. They're very hard to find infinite loops, because you have to if you haven't tested it, you have to manually look through every line of code to find it, if you don't know how to reproduce it. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, I'm having very bad memory loss at the minute. Okay, let me be right back. How do you clone it? To download it, you just do this. There we go. Cool. How do I run it? What do you mean by run it? I use... So basically... I type npi start the back end, if you mean for development, and also the front end at the same time, with npm start and npm run dev. Okay, let's work on an thank you, Hussein. What you're doing sounds... A virtual overworld, do you mean like a game? Like not a game, just like a virtual reality kind of... Just not a virtual reality, like a... Like some 3D world associated with the server. That's what I'm thinking of. Like something like what Facebook is trying to do, or Meta. Sounds a bit futuristic. And it sounds like it hasn't really... I mean, Roblox has bought Gilded, and they seem to be doing... I think Roblox, if they connect their 3D worlds with Gilded, which is another very similar to Discord, then if they connect Roblox worlds to Gilded, then that's pretty much the same thing. Not VR, but a 2D visualization. Servers, city buildings, channels. Oh, okay. Interesting, actually. What is like the purpose? What is it just another way of navigating? Like you click on a building and it just changes channel, or is it like a bit gamified? I mean, if it's gamified, then that's pretty cool. That could work. But if it's just there for decoration, then probably not. Like, if you can interact with it more than just clicking on a server, and then that could work. When can you make the texture and where? I guess when we've done the essential, like more essential features, I think I'm missing a feature for friends and direct messages, and that could be considered an essential feature. As soon as we log in, it's just a blank screen, so it's like second in priority making one. I just haven't got around to it yet, but we've added pretty much everything else other than that. So yeah, I suppose we've got boost as well. Accord boost is coming soon, and I need to deploy these changes because someone's booted Accord app. Oh, it's back online. I thought someone booted Accord app. Maybe it's just taken ages to restart. But yeah, I'm going to deploy this soon. I'm going to end the stream here because... In a minute. A bit gamified, you move around, but the value you add is that communities in Discord don't have a way to show how large they are. That is true. They're either small servers in Discord, or they just have so many members they don't load properly. and you can't really tell how many members because it just hides them on Discord. But over time your Discord server will be a living city. You can move around and interact with others. Yeah, I'm struggling to imagine it, but I suppose it could work. I mean, it's possible. You got the general concept gilded plus Roblox. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, not much to say really. I'm gonna end the stream here. I've been going for 3 hours. And I'm going to push these changes. I already have. So these changes are available at github.com/accordapp and on v2dev. Now, soon I will deploy these. And there we go. So, we're just ending the stream. Hi, it's Rain. Thank you for watching. And see you next stream. And make sure you start accordapp if you haven't already on GitHub.